The Bitcoin bears have seemingly regained control of the micro trend. But is it possible that right now there are several hidden bullish signals forming in the chart, indicating a potential rebound to the upside? Let's dive in and analyze. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Crypto Kirby here, your cryptocurrency expert, back with another edition of the daily live stream. What is going on, my friends? Today I'd like to discuss Bitcoin and this whole range we're traveling in right now. Is this the trend right now switching to a bearish bias? Or, my friends, does this look like just an itty-bitty pullback before a healthy retest to new highs? So as a full-time trader, I'd like to discuss with you my strategy, my game plan, and how I plan to crush this market right now in the immediate term. So without any further ado, you guys already know the deal. If you like these daily crypto videos and nightly live streams, smack that thumbs up button, click the subscribe, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Moon the likes, ladies and gentlemen. Moon them up. All right, so we'll begin with our Bitcoin technical analysis. And of course, before we begin, this is not investment advice, this is not trading advice. These are only my own opinions, ideas, and speculative hypotheses on the market. Always do your own research and your own due diligence before investing or trading, as this market is extremely high risk, and I am not your financial advisor. I will never tell you what to do with your trades or investments. That being said, let's begin right here on the 4-hour time frame. Now, my friends, clearly we have seen Bitcoin forming a new downward sloping channel. We have seen Bitcoin for all of this time trading within an upward ascending channel, and right now it's possible that this upwards channel has broken. That is why right now I am outlining the new potential downward descending channel that could potentially be forming. So when you just look at this for what it is, sure, it looks like we have created somewhat of a bearish pattern. Not a classic one, but maybe a bit of a head and shoulders, right? Where we are losing momentum, sticking in now, lower highs, right? With as well lower lows on the bottom end, inherently bearish, right? But we have to zoom out a little bit. We have to understand what's going on here. So when we look at where Bitcoin has come from, right? Taking it from this bottom here, around 6,400, all the way up to our top at around 10,500. When we use our Fibonacci retracements, which we have over here, we could see that Bitcoin has actually retraced right now to the first Fibonacci retracement target, the 0.236, around 95.50. So when we zoom back in now and we look at where the price action is consolidating, my friends, we are right now right above this 0.236 Fibonacci retracement line of the macro move, which, if you are looking for a pullback and Bitcoin is to find new real support at this region and then rip to new highs, I mean, that is a very, very bullish confirmation in my opinion. As seeing this retrace, which is healthy and should be expected, to only find a retrace to the 0.236, the first Fibonacci retracement, and then rip to new highs, that to me shows that there is tremendous amounts of buy pressure on this trend and that the bulls are willing to defend any level they can get, seeing that potential value at the 0.236. Let's get this crypto. But we haven't seen a bounce to new highs yet, right? In fact, we are just finding some tentative local support here right now, and this definitely could be looked at as a potential bear flag forming here, right? So let's discuss now further. So we could see now we are almost in the middle of this downward sloping channel. You guys could see here we have the median line running down the middle, and ironically, Bitcoin's price action has been respecting this heart line through the middle. Really to a T. It's kind of crazy, actually. So we are running up upon this median line of tentative resistance, albeit we are holding above the 0.236 Fibonacci. Quite neutral in my opinion, still holding between two levels of resistance and support, right? Forming somewhat of a little flaggy pennant. So let's look a little deeper. So now we go into the RSI, still here on the 4-hour time frame. I'm going to switch over to the line chart because this only accounts for candle body closes, not the wicks, and the RSI and the MACD histogram only account for the closes here on my chart. So we could see here we have descending price action going to lower lows on the price, and on the contrary, we have ascending RSI, higher lows here. Ascending, right? MACD histogram, higher lows, right? So right now, my friends, we are, in my opinion, seeing a classic bullish divergence here on the 4-hour time frame across multiple indicators. Let's get this crypto. If we go over here to the 1 hour as well, we could see very much the same, just a little bit different, but very much the same. Lower price action, right? These here, 2 lower lows, followed by the higher price action going on here, right? Lower, higher. Let's get this crypto. The daily tells a little bit of a different story, but it's not so much the daily that I'm focused on right here, right now. It's the fact that after this heinous debacle of a dump that we saw yesterday, there are some potentially bullish things to be looking at here, right? And if we notice here as well, this green box, right? I want you guys to not lose focus here, that Bitcoin is still within this historic price action confluence range, the green box. Look at it. It was all support here back in our descending triangle after the blow off top, multi-month support, right? Then it flipped into new resistance before that heinous drop. Now, my friends, it acted as resistance here. We got a pullback and ripped through. And right now, upon back testing, it still is, although we did have some fake out wicks below. Right now, it's essentially the 0.236 here of the Fibonacci, around 95.50. That is essentially where the bottom of the green box stands from all this way back in time. And Bitcoin is still right now tentatively holding on to this region. If it is to find support here, my friends, this to me as well would look like we found a new support on top of an old resistance, pulling back to the 0.236 Fibonacci, building potential intraday 4-hour RSI bullish divergences across multiple indicators. And then, my friends, if we are to start moving to the upside, breaking above that old high around 10,500 becomes absolutely critical, because if we can do that, that to me is a signal that we have had a healthy pullback. We are then seeing the bullish divergences playing out. We would then have likely completely negated this downward sloping channel, and we would wind up probably adjusting our views here on a channel like this to something just completely different, maybe forming a new upward sloping channel in and of itself, right? Let's get this crypto. And we're going to have to see what happens from that standpoint. Now, things can change here. This doesn't have to occur like that. I know everything that I just said sounded very, very bullish, right? Oh, Kirby, so you're a moon boy now. Yes, yes. Moon boy, little moon boy Montgomery, don't, chill your giblets, my friend. Don't get too excited that the Don Carbonaccio is becoming a moon boy now. Don't get caught up with that nonsense. For me, I understand here that there are a ton of potential bullish scenarios playing out, especially if we can get above here to that new higher high, close above this prior wick, and get into the zone here of which I would consider a very potentially bullish macro zone. Let me pull this up. I was showing guys this the other day. Anything above here I consider potentially macro bullish. Anything in here now where we're at, pretty much all the way down to 6,000 is neutral, and then basically anything below there I consider extremely bearish. Okay, just to visualize, right, what I'm showing you guys there. Let's get this crypto. So right now I'm still remaining neutral, although I see a lot of bullish potential. So now that I've covered that, let's just quickly look at the bearish side, okay? But if you guys are appreciating this stream right now, I would totally appreciate a thumbs up from you. So please smash those thumbs, moon the likes, and if you're not already subscribed, subscribe and tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto, okay? Sheesh. So if we are to lose this area, right, if we are to lose support of this 0.236, naturally the next target becomes the next Fibonacci, which is the 0.382, around 8,900. But for me, this isn't the greatest area. It's just not looking like it has to be the zone for me. And why is that? Well, simply put, there's more to it than just this 0.382, right? And the next after that is the 0.5. So keep the 0.5 in mind, because now I'm going to go over to the Bitcoin CME futures chart. And there is a gap here, ladies and gentlemen, that is right at this 0.5 Fibonacci retracement. Let's move this to the right side so you guys can see the numbers better. Right here at the 0.5 Fib, we do in fact have a gap here on the 1-day time frame right around 85.50. The gap goes down to 85.40. The 0.5 fib is at 85.50. Look at that confluence. So if we are to lose support here again, fall to new lower lows again, my friends, I think that speculators are potentially going to have some trouble really putting in a lot of buy pressure here at the 0.382, whereas just on the next stair step down to the 0.5, we have that gap looming that could be filled, right? So you guys see what I'm saying there? Just a little bit of a speculative theory on my end that if we do drop here, I have a hard time believing that many are going to stick in as much buy pressure at that fib as they would potentially at this fib. Let's get this crypto. And if we do overshoot this, right, say it does drop down here and fill, right, all the moon boys, it's in, Kirby, the gap, we're going to the moon. It's possible that these moon boys and Retail Joe, they stack up too many long orders in here, right? Because they think it's a sure thing, Carbonaccio. There are no sure things in trading, James. There are no certainties. There are no guarantees. The best idea, the best trade setup, the best pattern can all result in losing trades. It does not matter what you think. And it's possible that these moon boys are going to stack up buys right in this little pocket here, in this little gap. And that leads to market movers, market manipulators, however you'd like to categorize them, to then squeeze this here, my friends, on a long squeeze, and then see another further sell-off dump, liquidate these into a cascading waterfall, and then if that occurs, the $8,000 region at the 0.618 golden Fibonacci would start to look potentially promising to me, things of that nature. And I think even at that point, my friends, the trend still could be healthy. Doesn't have to be. It certainly could be the blow off top of a potential market cycle, right? You guys know I love to show this here, the Wall Street cheat sheet psychology of a market cycle. Now, many, when they look at this chart, they think that this has to be macro only, right? Like a long-term trend. They look at Bitcoin from $200 all the way up to 20,000. They think that that's what this chart has to be. Not true. These things happen over and over again in little cycles, especially when you look at things like the 5-minute time frame. I mean, I haven't looked at this. I'm just going to show you. It's things that, you know, when you even look at these on a micro level, these types of market cycles happen on an intraday time frame all the time. You have extremely explosive rips, extremely explosive dips, and my friends, the fact of the matter is that Bitcoin has seen an absolutely parabolic rise after this rounding bottom formation that we saw occur back here, not that long ago. So for me, my friends, the thing here is that could this be a market cycle in and of itself with a retracement pretty much all the way back down to the average before a potential continuation? I don't want to rule it out of the cards. And for me, a bubble pop, or rather a market cycle, right? A mini market cycle, just this whole move being one cycle in and of itself, going back down to the golden 0.618 Fibonacci, before then tentatively looking to create a new higher high, that would be one of the most healthy, longer term, bullish things that I could possibly see, in my opinion. Let's get this crypto. If that level is to be lost and we drop below there, well, sheesh, you guys know the Don is going to be looking at this from a very, very realistically bearish point of view here, my friends, as for me, that's really the line in the sand here, holding at that 0.618 golden, holding within this white area of historic price confluence here, right? So many old support and resistance flips occurring in this range throughout the past several years. Bitcoin needs to hold above this region, which coincides with the 0.5 fib retrace, which coincides with the 0.618 golden Fibonacci retrace. If Bitcoin can hold in this region, I still think there could be some potential hope for the bulls to keep this thing going through the halving. If we fall below, I think it's very, very difficult, and we could be looking at a more long-term, drawn-out bear market, right? This is not FUD. Oh, Kirby, you're fudding. This is fear, uncertainty, doubt. Don't give me that, James. Don't talk to me in that type of voice here today, all right? Stunad. What I'm doing here is giving you a realistic opinion from myself here for all market scenarios. It is what it is to me. I'm not looking to play this overly bullish. I'm not looking to play this overly bearish. Of course, for the past several years, I've had a more bearish macro opinion, as after this double top here, after the blow off top at 20,000 and this double top, I've played this market bearishly for so long, ladies and gentlemen. I was bearish this whole time. Bullish right here, bearish again this whole time. I've realistically only been bullish in this market a very short amount of time. And why? Because the market has been bearish for a very long amount of time. Stunad! So when you want to listen to all these other moon boys chirping in your ear, 100,000 a coin, like a chicken clucking, what I'm telling you right now is that you better be prepared, if you're trading this market, to switch your sentiment on the fly, because this market changes more drastically than any other market in the world, in my opinion. And if you do not have the ability to switch your sentiment in the snap of a finger, the blink of an eye, you do actually put yourself in a situation for maximum pain and maximum potential loss, right? Protecting your capital, mitigating your risk, all things of that nature are very important in a market with extremely high volatility. And right now, my friends, I am preparing for my next moves here. If you do want to see all of my trades in real time, I will be keeping you exclusively updated in VIP with all of my trade setup ideas, strategy ideas, all of it exclusively for you in VIP. If you are not already in my VIP, ladies and gentlemen, sheesh, today is the day. It's time to transform yourself from Average Joe into Savage Joe. Let's get this crypto. I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. I'm looking to potentially crush this next move, whether it's to the upside or to the downside. You best believe that Don Carbonaccio is looking to strike like a cobra out of the grass and get this crypto. So my friends, I'll see you in VIP right now after this video. Please keep an open and realistic mind here, as the trend right now has come up upon a very macro potential resistance level, trend defining in my opinion. If we get rejected here, trend defining if we are able to rip above and consolidate above that level that I showed you before, that I outlined with the box. I'll show you again briefly, right? That we've been inside this essentially sideways equilibrium of the micro. If we can get above that box and consolidate, we would move into what I consider to be the bullish macro, right? Let's get this crypto. So my friends, very interesting times here. I'm going to keep you all updated in VIP as I trade around the clock with all of my trade setup ideas, strategies, all of it exclusively for you in VIP. Don't be taking that trip to Rec City with Average Joe and James at the water cooler. You're better than that. You deserve better than that. All right. Keep your head on tight. I'll see you all in VIP right now after this video. And if you could one last time, my friends, moon those likes, moon them up, smash those thumbs, click the subscribe button, tick the little bell, and let's get this crypto. Satoshi needs a new pair of shoes. I will see you in VIP right now after this video. Let's get this crypto. And until next time, the Don has spoken. Be safe, be happy, be healthy. It's your boy, Crypto Kirby. Peace and love, my friends. Curbs.